Great. We are live and Namaskar दोस्तों. Welcome back to Broker की पाठशाला Season 5 and today is a momentous occasion. We are going to have a Golden Jubilee episode. I am Vinod Thakkar, founder and CEO of Square Feet India. आप सबका तहे दिल से स्वागत है आज के स्पेशल एपिसोड में जो हम मुंबई के ऊपर कर रहे हैं. दिस सीजन 5 ऑन सिटीस्केप एंड विच बेटर देन मुंबई कैन बी द प्लेस टू सेलिब्रेट द 50th एपिसोड ऑफ ब्रोकर की पाठशाला. आज हमारे साथ बहुत ही स्पेशल गेस्ट जुड़े हुए हैं. आई मस्ट फर्स्ट वेलकम Ravi Varma from Pune, realtor consultant, a very senior realtor from real estate, having a great experience and also been a chairman for NIR India. He's our chief guest to inaugurate today's session. Thank you, Ravi sir, for being part of this wonderful occasion.
Always a pleasure being with you.
We also have Mr. Ashok Mohanani, my dear friend, and I have learned a lot of things from him over the years. Almost our relationship goes back to more than 33, 34 years. A chairman of Ekta World, again a very seasoned developer, having been in industry for almost 35 years. Also leading an organization called Naretco. Thank you, Ashok bhai, for being part of this Golden Jubilee celebration, sir.
Yeah, Vinod, to be with you all.
And then we have three dynamic realtors, diversified. One from residential, Ritesh Juthani from South Mumbai, who does luxury segment residential, who is going to share a lot of insight about how to do a 1,000 crore business in a year. Ritesh, welcome to Broker Ki Paathshala special episode of Golden Jubilee.
Thank you, Vinod bhai. Thank you for inviting us. Pleasure. It has always been a pleasure interacting with you and bringing it such a stalwarts together. Thank you, Vinod bhai.
Thank you, dear. And another good friend, almost a friendship goes long way, 30 years, another landmark graduate and a great contributor to commercial space in Mumbai, especially in and around Andheri, very seasoned realtor Manoj Nihalani. Manoj bhai, thank you very much for being part of it, sir.
Thank you, welcome. Thank you, Vinod bhai, and thank you for the invitation to be this part of panel. Thank you.
And finally, a young and dynamic, very bubbling realtor who does retail. Retail is a very specialized job. It is not anybody's cup of tea in real estate. A dear friend, a very young and enthusiastic Amit Sakre. Amit, thank you very much for being part of this Golden Jubilee celebration.
Thank you very much, Vinod bhai. Thank you very much. I am really honored to be here.
थैंक यू. दोस्तों, आप सब जानते हैं कि हम क्योंकि ब्रोकर की पाठशाला है तो हम हर सीजन में, हर सेशन में हमारी शुरुआत प्रेयर मीटिंग से करते हैं. सो आई रिक्वेस्ट ऑल ऑफ यू टू ज्वाइन फॉर अ लिटिल प्रेयर. हम भगवान को याद कर से और उसकी वजह से हम यहाँ तक पहुँच पाए. बहुत अच्छी तरह से हम सबको भगवान हम सबका सुनते हैं. तो आई वॉन्ट ऑल ऑफ यू टू प्लीज ज्वाइन मी इन द प्रेयर. गुरुर् ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वराय गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. सर्वेपि सुखिनः सन्तु सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखमाप्नुयात्. ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहे तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहे. ॐ शांति शांति शांति. Thank you, friends, and welcome back once again. I am Vinod Thakkar, founder and CEO of Square Feet India. It's amazing feeling for me and my entire team of Broker Ki Paathshala to have reached to this destination. 50th episode. When we started during the lockdown, I never thought that this can go long way. And it's a journey. It's a journey. It's a pause. Every season we brought some different dynamics of real estate. And let me have this opportunity to thank and acknowledge few people who are responsible for us to reach here. I want to thank all the participants. I think brokers across the country. I get so much of encouragement and inspiring moment from small town brokers, खास करके जो हर सेशन में देखते हैं, मुझे एक्नॉलेजमेंट भेजते हैं, एक थम्स अप भेजते हैं कि यू आर डूइंग ग्रेट जॉब. They are the people because of whom I can and my team can reach here. I especially want to acknowledge and thank all the speakers of past 49 episode. Their contribution is amazing. They are the gurus जिनके लिए हम प्रार्थना करते हैं हर सेशन के अंदर. I also would like to thank and acknowledge NAR India leadership team, all the city association leadership team, Ravi Varma sir, my association area group, which has been a great support and strength for me whenever I need it. So all the brokers across the country whose contribution and support have been amazing. So I want to thank each one of them. And finally, I want to thank the team of Paathshala, my backbone, led by Sunny Thakkar. We have Ruksar, we have Shreya, we have Gauri, we have Nora, and we have Rishika.
Put in mute.
All these people are responsible for us to be here. May I request all the participants to please keep their video and audio on mute so that we can have a good interactive session for all of you. Before we celebrate this, my team have already decorated my office. You can see the backdrop, 50th episode, and we are going to cut the celebration cake. But before that, let me play a video to revive the moments of last 5 seasons in a very 1.5 minute to capture all the speakers' photograph. So I want to acknowledge each one of them. Can we have the video? Thank you. So that was the flashback for all the season. My team is preparing for the cake cutting. And before that, also I would like to share the announcement about the Broker Ki Paathshala's first. The purpose of Broker Ki Paathshala was to plan some training program for the brokers, especially for the next generation. So we are launching ABC of real estate brokerage, the basic course for the beginner on 6th of July. And this is happening at our Rotary, our training center in Daisar, where work is going on. And on 6th July, we are going to inaugurate and start the first batch. We are taking 25 participants in first batch. We already got registration of 15 people. There are few seats available. Please do register. It's a great opportunity, and encourage us because I have more big plan, to go and train next generation across the country. So I want all of you to share a word with people around you who can get benefit out of it. So now it's time to connect with the cake. So this is the cake, sir, for Golden Jubilee. We have some technical hitch up, so it was supposed to be in another conference room, but then video is not connected. So I'm just showing this cake to everyone. thank you very much, Ravi sir, and all the guests today to be part of this wonderful moment for our life. I want my team to be here, and we can cut. This side. You all can come here. You all can come here. You guys got the picture of this? You taken the picture? Okay, okay, great. So, sir, please come. My entire team is here in my office. So sometime, I am the front page, but these are the people. You all can show the camera so that everybody can see. Sorry for little time, but it is very important to acknowledge all the people who are. You can move the team. Yes. So I want all of you to acknowledge them. They are the people who are responsible for Broker Ki Paathshala to reach the Golden Jubilee. And wait, Dada, come here. Please come here. Dada is our office boy who is responsible for helping all of us to give tea and everything. In our office, whenever we have any celebration, the cake is cut by him only. Please come here. Great. Thank you. To all of you. Thank you very much. Yeah, please take it. Yes, one for Sunny. Thank you. We should get quick cake to all our speakers through VPAST.
You can give us virtual cake.
Yes. So, thank you. I am indeed grateful to have this wonderful moment in my life. And friends, so let's start with this session. Today we are going to discuss about Mumbai Meri Jaan. And we are having a great speaker from Mumbai city. And before that, I'll request Ravi sir to say a few words on this occasion. First, let me thank you for being here today. At last moment, you are having your board meeting at Ahmedabad, for giving us an opportunity to say a few words. Ravi sir, please.
Good evening, everybody. I'm really happy to be with Vinod on this very special occasion. We go back about 15 years when I first met Vinod. And what struck me was that here was a person who was not only a natural leader, but he also had a great facility to communicate his thoughts in a very eloquent and cogent manner. He had this ability to speaking to his audience. Not only that, but he was a natural leader, and he, over the years, has conducted 2 outstandingly successful conventions for NAR India. So it was fitting that as a good leader, he would help in creating other leaders. I've seen him at various training programs, and I was really happy when he decided that he would create a forum for people to come and share their experiences, and therefore teach and train and mentor people who were to do their businesses a little better. This 50th, in my opinion, is just a beginning of the journey for Vinod. Over the last 50 episodes, I have seen people come, share their stories, and inspire others, whether it were men realtors, corporate realtors, or lady realtors. These are not experiences that were common or ordinary. Each one was extraordinary in its own way. And Vinod in his inimitable style brought out uh, the best in these uh, episodes by getting people to share their most intimate thoughts and processes, their fears and anxieties, and how they overcame them, thereby inspiring a whole lot of other realtors. I was chatting with him about the road ahead, and that is a little more exciting than the road that we have already traveled. He plans to have knowledge series. He plans to do series on various verticals of real estate, bring in experts, both on the legislative side and on the operational side of operating in our very fast changing ecosystem of the real estate industry. As you all know, that uh, the RERA Act has completely transformed the industry, made it very transparent and accountable. And Mr. Mohanani's organization has been at the forefront of rolling it out and seeing that it is implemented across the country. We are really fortunate to have a man of his experience join us today on this very special occasion, not only for Vinod, but for the entire industry, if you ask me, because there is no other program like this, not only in Maharashtra, but across the country. There is no Paathshala for brokers. We plan in NR India to have Indian Institute of Real Estate Education, which is already launched, eventually become a university. But until such a time that it rolls out and starts benefiting our community, you will still have the Paathshala, which will fill in the knowledge gaps and the information gaps that we all require to be filled in to do our business effectively. With these few words, I declare this extraordinary meeting open. I really thank all the expert speakers and realtors from South Bombay who have joined us today. And thank you very much for having me today, Vinod. I'm in a directors meeting at Ahmedabad.
Yes.
And I will have to take your leave soon. But thank you, Ashok. It's, I think, over to you now.
Please wait for a moment, Ravi sir, before you leave. It's really wonderful to have you today. It's a special moment for all of us, and you being there makes it very, very special, especially for me. So, on behalf of all the guests and all the brokers across the country and the team of Broker Ki Paathshala, I would like to present a small certificate of appreciation to you. Broker Ki Paathshala, an initiative by Square Feet Foundation, certificate of appreciation to express our gratitude to Mr. Ravi Varma, founder, realtor, estate consultant, Pune, for his kind presence and blessing us as a chief guest for the Golden Jubilee episode for making Broker Ki Paathshala a great success today, 30th June 2022. Please accept, sir, and thank you very much for being part of this wonderful moment. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Whenever you wish, you can exit, because I can understand you are in some board meeting at Ahmedabad. So, friends, let's move ahead. And first, before I interact with our speakers, let us know about them first. So I'll request Mr. Ashok Mohanani to share about yourself in brief, so that audience will connect with all of you.
Yeah, thank you, Vinod, and pleasure being with Ravi, Manoj, Amit, and Ritesh as my co-panelists. So before I talk about myself, but I cannot resist talking about Vinod. Okay, so Vinod and me go down almost 35 years when I started my career as a developer. Okay, and what I've seen is Vinod that he's always been a giver. Okay, he's never been a taker. I mean, he always likes to give. Okay, तो हमारे में हिंदी में मतलब in our language I would say that जो आदमी देता है ना उसको देवता बोलते हैं. Okay, and in the true sense he's been sharing knowledge. Okay, I mean it's very easy for all of us to share wealth. It doesn't, I mean, you won't even blink an eyelid if I ask, Manoj to tomorrow give me 5 lakh rupees for this purpose. He'll take it out and give it to me. Okay. But knowledge is something which it's has immense value because it cannot be destroyed. Whereas your 5 lakhs will get over in a period of time, but not knowledge. So knowledge is only going to make you grow. And I think this broker ki Paathshala is a beautiful concept, and my full support to you. Whenever you need me as a faculty, I will be there. Okay. Because you all know my history. Okay.
Yes.
So I was also a channel partner. We can call myself now channel partner, but then I was a broker in those days, not a channel partner. And 1977 to 1987. Okay. So Ritesh, when you were not even born, I think, okay, I started my career as a broker in South Mumbai. So now you've taken over South Mumbai, that's a different thing. But I was once in South Mumbai, right after I passed on college, till for 10 good years, I was in South Mumbai. And also I used to do Western suburbs also. I used to take a train and go to Kandivali and, earn brokerage of even, 5,000 rupees in those days. But having said that, that was a beautiful journey. Okay. We've all evolved, ourselves in the last, so many decades. So we put in our best. All of us have put in our best to the industry, and the public at large, the universe at large has also supported us in growing and to where we are today. Okay, so I'm really grateful to all of you, all the channel partners who have really supported Ekta in the last 35 years in our journey. Okay, we've completed 95 projects this far. Okay, starting from Borivali. You know that we did Ekta Angan and Garnet and all that in those days, in the mid 80s. And today, we have completed 95 projects. We've completed 20.2 million square feet in Mumbai, Pune, and Nasik. Basically in mainly MMR, but then also in Nasik and Pune. Also, we have our presence. Ekta Parivar is. We started with a modest team of 3 people, with Prakash Tanna and Philip Borade, and today we are almost 300, Parivar members working together, hand in hand and shoulder to shoulder. So this year my target is to complete 5 more. Not to complete, but to take 5 more projects. So we make it 100. Wow. This year is my desire, just the way you attain 50, and we are going to attain 100 in this financial year. So we are all together in this journey, and I see a great future for real estate. We gonna have a stable government, in front of us tomorrow. Okay, Mr. Fadnavis will swear in as the CM and Mr. Eknath Shinde as the DCM, and I'm sure they'll work together for uplifting and looking at the infrastructure at Mumbai, because that is what we actually need to focus on. And BJP government always has been pro infrastructure. You've seen Nitin Gadkari doing a great job. The highway that he's made pan India, across India, is that makes the economic centers more closer to each other. And wishing good luck to all of you. Looking for a good session ahead. Thank you, Vinod.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Ashok. Thank you very much. Yes, Manoj bhaiya.
Yeah, namaste. So my name is Manoj Nihalani. I started my career in the year 1987. I used to work for a real estate brokerage company in Fort Bungalows, Lokhandwala, Olympic Estate Agency, with a salary of 1,500 rupees up to 1992. 92, I started my own career from Andheri East on Sahar Road. I bought a garage on rent. Started my career from there. Whatever money I used to earn in brokerage, I used to do investments. So my first investment was in Kandivali, Nitin Mehta.
Yes.
At Bohr Industries. After that, I came to Kandivali, Lokhandwala, then JC Construction, Warsaw, invested my money there. Then in Hibiscus in Ferreira Builders. I used to invest all my brokerages in real estate. Wow. I never used to park my money in FDs. Never. Simultaneously, I always started my career. I used to think big, never think small. So during those days, under construction, I had started Kanakya, Mira Road. I sold 60 apartments.
Wow.
From Andheri to Mira Road. Nitin Mehta in Malad Link Road, I sold almost 40 apartments. I sold under construction projects in Kandivali, Lokhandwala, Warsaw, then Maker, in Kandivali. I used to do all trading. I used to sell for all my investors. Slowly in 1995 onwards, Andheri East started developing. So the first commercial complex was Sahar Plaza, Tulsiani Builders. The first corporate deal what I did was of LG Electronics. I remember myself wearing a tie for the first time for the meeting along with a blazer. And that it gave me a lot of confidence when I wore a blazer, from residential to commercial straight away. Then I started enjoying commercial office premises. I sold almost 40% of the stock of Tulsiani Builders in those days out of 2.5 lakh square feet and leased out. Slowly, then we had Solitaire Corporate Park. Solitaire Corporate Park turned my life completely. Solitaire Corporate Park, the first booking I did for 4,450 rupees per square feet in about 97, 98. Today, I must have crossed more than 9 lakh square feet in installments over a period of 21 years.
Wow.
I used to focus on large requirements. I sold standalone buildings in Andheri East to MSC Shipping, 70,000 square feet, operated to Sangam Cinema. I gave 53,000 square feet to GDK, 93 lakh rupees per month rent. I sold a lot of land to a lot of developers from Goregaon to Bandra. I always used to think big, never think small in real estate. Then I do exclusively marketing of Pinnacle Business Park of Ashok Mohanani in Andheri East. I still remember in 2008 when the project was launched, me along with the two other channel partners, we sold about 1,10,000 square feet in just 4 months.
Wow.
Just mouth to mouth publicity. And it was a great turnaround for me in those days. Then I started investing my money in construction. I invested money in a project in Khar, constructed 7-story building along with a partner. Then I entered Pune and Kharadi, completed 3 residential towers as a sleeping partner again. We constructed about 88 apartments, 1,75,000 square feet. 2012 onwards, I started investing my money in redevelopment projects. So today, we are known for commercial office space, right from Goregaon to BKC. Then land transactions. We have done a lot of land transactions. We have a lot of investors who invest with us money in pre-lease properties and commercial properties. This is a little bit about myself.
Great.
Thank you.
Fantastic. What a illustrious career and experience of transaction in multiple vertical of real estate. Thank you, Manoj bhai, being part of this wonderful session. Yes, Ritesh, tell us about yourself.
Vinod bhai, I started real estate in 2011, 2010. November 2010 is when we started, and I remember, attending FICCI and CII. That's when I think probably we started interacting during those days, because that was the only platform I could see where I could get a real life experience sharing sessions to happen with, and that was the starter of our journey. In 2010, when we started as a commercial real estate company. 2 years we struggled. We did whatever we had to do in this commercial space, because we were coming from a very non-real estate background. So we struggled in that initial phase to really set it up. 12, the euphoria started about the residential euphoria in Nuvo Parel. The first project, Mill Compound, to really come with a large-scale housing development, and that tasted us the blood of the residential side. And the rest is history. So till now, we've been doing residential, commercial, both, but major portion remains to be residential. I would say, our core focus remains to be that we want to be end to end. So from the time I sell an apartment till the time you get the keys in your hand, we are still there.
Excellent.
So every single apartment, probably all this last 10 years, which we would have sold, I think I've been part of every single possession which has happened. So that's the way we've created our organization. It's pure service driven, pure advisory. I think, we are one of the partners where if somebody comes and tells me I need an 3-bedroom chahiye. So my first question to him is, क्यों चाहिए? या 3 bedroom ही क्यों चाहिए? 4 क्यों नहीं चाहिए? Square footage कितना चाहिए? So, that's the way we like to do a lot more advisory than really selling you or doing a matchmaking of a product. So that's been our way. Plus, ये कर रहे हैं, small company, niche operations. While we've operated across Mumbai, I have transacted right from Palava to down south to Navi Mumbai to down south to Thane to down south. First apartment in Thane probably at 3,500 rupees a square foot. First apartment in Palava at 2,200 rupees a square foot, whereas an apartment at ₹1,00,000 and ₹1,25,000 in South Bombay. So that's the experience of transactions which we carry. Yes, thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Ashok bhai, Vinod bhai,
And
Manoj bhai, very good
Ritesh, you
friends.
should share about your company's name.
My company name is Terra Propex LLP. Just to tell you, Terra is a Greek word which means immovable property,
Wow.
immovable assets. So that's the of my organization.
Great. Amit Bhaiya, Amit Sakre, the youngest one.
Yes, hello. I'm not too good speaker like all these people on the forum, but I started my actual business at the age of 18, and I was from a middle class family, typical Maharashtrian family. And later on in 1994, I started a real estate along with my partners, like college friends. They were senior to me. Actually, they taught me real estate, Kedar and Bipin. And then later on, we were doing well. Everything was well. Then in 2000, I came to retail. I gave a first outlet to Kaya Skin Clinic. And over the period of time, I gave them more than 100 outlets across India.
Wow.
And meanwhile, then I got separated from the residential division. My ex-partners, they started handling the residential division, and I started handling only retail a couple of years back. I think around 2010-11. And I have traveled a lot in India, everywhere. I've been worked everywhere, like including Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Ahmedabad, Pune, Coimbatore, Cochin, and I have seen everything you can say almost on domestic level for retail. If I am passing from a road, I can see and I can tell you whether this shop is going to run now for the next 3 months or no. People, they do ask me how you get that.
Yes.
That's an intuition, I get that. So retail is basically very adventurous, and it's most happening category. This is what I feel, and I'm really enjoying it. Last 27 years being in property business, and 5 years back, I Trek gave me opportunity to deal on international level also.
Yes.
So I'm really thankful for that also. Let's see how it goes. Someday I want to repeat. I want to say something.
Please.
Like so many things, like Vinod Bhai says or Manoj says about themselves. Someday I will achieve it.
Great, great, Amit. Thank you. So, friends, you have seen we really have people on panel today who has some outstanding experience in their particular vertical. So, before we jump into the interaction on the topic of real estate in Mumbai, first let us understand what is their definition. How do they define Mumbai as a city? वो बोलते हैं ना हर सिटी का हिंदुस्तान में एक अपना एक मिजाज होता है. तो मुंबई का मिजाज आपके लिए क्या है? What is Mumbai for you, Ashok bhai?
Yeah, sorry, Vinod. So Mumbai, मेरे हिसाब से is the most buzzing city that I have ever visited. Okay, I mean I'm born in Mumbai. That's another thing, but I've seen that it's not only being a commercial city, but the growth is immense here. Okay, there's a possibility. I mean, there's a plethora of possibilities for anyone and everyone. Apart from real estate, you can take any trader, any small time, even a pan shop. Now, I've seen at Bridge Candy how that Muchar pan wala from where to where he grew. Okay,
True.
selling on the streets now. He's got his own website, and everybody knows about it. So there is a possibility. Only is that you have to keep your doors open. If your doors aren't open, then then you can't blame anybody else. So this is what Mumbai is for me. Mumbai is a city which is absolutely appropriate for professionals, like Ritesh, Amit, and Manoj, and of course Vinod, and all of you in the audience. Okay, those people who are ready and willing to work on ethics. I think Mumbai is your city. Yeah.
Wow.
It gives you the comfort zone to work. There's a lot of ethics I've seen in North. It doesn't work that way. Okay?
True.
North of India is not. It's not as ethical as in Mumbai. Mumbai में तो लोग विश्वास करते हैं. They've got complete faith. We do multiple millions of business only on one small chitti, or not even a chitti. Actually, it's a word of mouth. Okay, Ritesh, you know that how much money your clients are buying properties for just on your word, on your assurance. They're willing to invest their life savings just because you are there to guide them. So this is what Mumbai is, and same thing for you, Amit. You've got a great clientele of people who are willing to invest in retail. Okay, so that also happens with the confidence that you've given them over the last 2 decades.
Sure.
And same goes for Manoj also. Manoj also is a great human being. I worked with him closely since the last 3 decades, so I know that how he works, with what ethics he works. All of you in this panel, and all of you actually in the audience, are truly Mumbaikars.
Excellent. Thank you. Yes, Manoj bhaiya, आपके लिए मुंबई क्या है?
So I love Mumbai.
Wow.
Mumbai is a financial, commercial, and entertainment capital of India.
Yes.
Mumbai has the 8th highest number of billionaires in the city in the world.
Wow.
Mumbai is India's second largest city population, 13 million people. It has got connectivity, eastern, western, infrastructure development. Whatever happens in the political situation, but in 24 hours, 48 hours, again it comes back to normal.
Wow.
I enjoy the rains in Mumbai. 70% surrounded by sea. Yesterday I was coming from South Mumbai to suburbs. It was raining. And that Marine Drive, that necklace view and that ceiling is amazing. Bandra, South Mumbai, Western Mumbai, Central Mumbai, the way Mumbai is developing day by day.
Super.
I really want to see it, and I really enjoy each and every second. Today it is connected by 5-star hotels, all 5-star hotels, and you just name international airports, domestic airports, the way they are coming up and the way infrastructure is coming up is amazing.
Excellent.
I really salute our government, the way the things are moving in the jet speed.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you. Yes, Ritesh, आपके लिए मुंबई क्या है?
Mumbai, the city of dreams, the Maya Nagari.
Wow.
Is what I would say. I think I would extend what Ashok Bhai said. If you have a zeal, you have a vigor, you have a focus, and you have a desire to achieve something, this is the city which can give you that. It calls you, it opens its arms. Aao, karo, jio, jeene do. That is the funda.
Great.
आपको जो
Excellent.
चाहिए वो ये city देती है.
Super.
And this city has an ability to absorb you. This city never tells you go back.
True.
जो बॉम्बे आता है वो बॉम्बे में रह जाता है, वो जल्दी वापस नहीं जाता है. I think it is true for all of us. Wherever you go, at the end, if your heart is Bombay, right? कहीं पे भी जाके रहो, बॉम्बे जैसा लाइफ नहीं है. At the end, you want to. हम जो भी बोल रहे, fast life, ये life, वो life, but Bombay is Bombay. मुंबई मेरी जान. That's what I would say.
Very good. Yes, Amit.
I'm cutting it short. I 100% agree with Ashok sir. The guy who wants to work hard very honestly cannot sleep hungry with empty stomach.
True.
Mumbai feeds no matter what caste and what religion you are. 100% you are going to get it. That's it.
Super. और मुंबई की because मेरी definition मुंबई की है कि मुंबई is one of the most cosmopolitan city in India, maybe in the world. Secondly, one of the most flexible people you will find in Mumbai. Most tolerant people. मतलब आप ट्रेन में देखो तो बंदे को तो भी एंजॉय करता है. At any given point of time, Mumbaiker can enjoy everything and anything in their life. So I think that is the greatest thing Mumbai city has given to all of us. So moving ahead, now jumping into the real interaction about real estate. Ashok bhai, how would you describe real estate market in Mumbai city in last 1 decade? 2012 to 2022. This was one of the toughest decade on in Mumbai, especially for real estate. So how would you like to define those decades?
So, I mean, I can put in very simple words, okay? I mean, we all know that Mumbai and the real estate market primarily is very dynamic, okay? So this means that sometimes the demand and supply may not go in sync, okay? But generally, there has always been a demand. I've seen that the demand always overpowers the supply. I mean, the good supply I'm talking. I'm not talking the supply which is really stuck, okay? After RERA coming in, okay, Mumbai per se, okay, Maharashtra has got the highest registrations, okay, of projects. It's very much unlike the other cities. Don't want to compare with other cities, okay. But Mumbai, I'm telling you, the market in Mumbai is very different because there are a lot of ethical practices here, okay. The developers, the channel partners, you know, together have been working with such great vibes and such great sync. I'm telling you, it's commendable. As far as, I mean, my full marks to all of you in this audience here, that how you supported real estate in Mumbai. Yeah, it has been challenging, no doubt about that, okay. But I can tell you, though the market in the next 5-6 years is volatile, but with the new government coming in, okay, I see a lot of stability, okay. I see, I mean, a continuous demand, okay, and I'm very sure that the unsold stock is gradually depleting at a very high pace. So new products are going to come in. There are a lot of new launches happening, okay. I told you, our company is launching 5 more projects. We already launched 3 this year. We're looking at launching 5 more this year. So there is a hunger in Mumbai, okay. NRIs, they really want, to come back. They really want security, not only in Mumbai, but in I mean, pan India per se. Okay, millennials, I mean, never seen so many millennials, buying flats.
True.
So this COVID has been a major transformation. There's been a paradigm shift in realization what a home is. So with these words, I mean, I only would like to, tell you just 2 lines what I was just thinking this morning about, about real estate and particularly, okay, Mumbai. तो किसी ने खूब कहा है, I have not said this, okay, ढलेगी शाम जहां कुछ नजर ना आएगा, फिर इसके बाद मुझे याद सिर्फ अपना घर आएगा.
वाह वाह क्या बात है.
So this is real estate for us. This is Mumbai real estate for us.
Excellent. Ritesh, can you share some parameters of residential market, especially before COVID? COVID happened. We were struggling to sell luxury segment. There were a lot of inventory piled up, especially in South Mumbai, and there were no taker because economy was also not good. And then came COVID, and then suddenly everything changed. So what happened? Pre-COVID and now post-COVID, how is the residential primary market?
Vinod bhai, very nice question. I'll just share some of the numbers which MCHI
Yes.
Credit report came out with, and this will give you an idea in terms of the kind of sale which one has seen from 2018 levels to a 2021-22 levels. So in 2018, there used to be a flat sale of about 3,054 units.
Okay.
Whereas in 2021, the sale has gone to 4,686, which is a 53% growth, which we have seen. Now, alone, if I talk about the March alone sale, 2018 was 330 units.
Okay.
Vis-a-vis 2022 ka March hum pakde, so 557 units.
Wow, amazing.
That is like a 68.8% growth. अगर ओवरऑल मैं बॉम्बे जियोग्राफी की बात करूं, एनुअलाइज्ड ग्रोथ की इन 5 years on an annual basis and a 5-year plan, if you see it, we are growing at an 8.3%. So I think there is a growth which one has seen. COVID changed the perspective. What are we earning for? What are we making for? जो है वो आज है, जी लो. That was, I think, the real reason where people realized the value of space. People realized, people started working from home. People realized the necessity of more space in the house. And that brought people to start buying. And I think that was the real start trigger Definitely economical situation scenarios made better, changes in rebates in stamp duties, interest rate being low, all those factors were there which really helped. And definitely, a lot of money coming in from the stock valuations which
Yes.
people had. I think that those were the major triggers which really helped grow this market. Yes, that's been the trend. Acha sale raha. The sale has been continuing. I mean, probably Ashok bhai will say more. Thoda sa slowness aa raha hai. April onwards has been a little slow in terms of inquiries, but I think that is more towards to do with economic situation right now, which we were going through. Again, I think by the time we come to the festive season, August, September, October, we're going to again see that trend of, all of us being extremely busy.
Excellent, very good. मनोज भाई, मैं जब बम्बई में आया 86 में तो खाली नरीमन पॉइंट, if somebody want to talk about commercial office space, everybody wanted to have office in Nariman Point, so you have been witnessing a lot of and experiencing commercial office space transformation in last so many years. So can you share your experience? What kind of transformation you have seen in commercial market as an overall Mumbai?
Great. So I'm talking about since 1995 till today.
Yes.
So earlier the offices were only standalone buildings. Glass facade was hardly there in the buildings. Limited lobby space, limited compound, limited car parking.
Yes.
Hardly any cameras I saw anywhere. There were no cameras in the buildings, Security systems, the security guard were also like typical old traditional security guards used to be there, in those buildings and all. Nowadays, like transformations, what I've been seeing is like the buildings have constructed as per the international standard. There's a huge lobby, air-conditioned lobby, high ceilings, 24/7 operations, reception area in the waiting area, valet car parking, rooftop gardens, green buildings, larger floor plates, business centers, co-working spaces, and the security systems has improved so much. The technology, and then each and every building you go, first at the reception they ask you, and there's a camera. They take your photograph. They give you OTP, and they send to the person whom you are going to meet. After he confirms, you make a chit. Then you go inside the building. The security systems also are there and so professionally organized. It's amazing. There's a huge transformation between earlier and now. People have started shifting from South Bombay to western suburbs and the central suburbs because the availability of the floor plate over there in South Bombay, it is not there compared to the demand what has been created now. So people, they prefer offices of larger floor plate in Lower Parel, BKC, Andheri Kula Road. Earlier there used to be only up to Andheri East, Vinod Bhai.
Yes.
But now I saw offices Goregaon,
Yes.
Borivali, Western Edge, Dahisar, Mira Road. There also good quality, A-grade quality office premises are being developed. So the infrastructure, the quality, everything is improving day by day and on. Everybody wants to have new quality constructions, new amenities. So I used to tell my customers like our commercial industry is like a Hindi movie,
Yes.
Every Friday you like to watch new movie. So in commercial, not every Friday, but in every few years, people, they want to upgrade their offices to a beautiful quality, green buildings, larger floor plates, connectivity wise, eastern western connectivity in metro stations. So all this transformation has happened between the past and the current.
Excellent, very well defined. वैसा लगता था कोई फिल्म देख रहे हैं हॉलीवुड की, आप जो एक्सप्रेशन दे रहे थे. Excellent, very well.
So commercial is like midnight. If you wake me up at 3 o'clock, also I'll tell you everything about commercial. If you blood में injection हो गया एकदम.
Yes, like you have.
I eat, I breathe, I sleep only real estate and only commercial.
Very good.
और कुछ बेचा ही नहीं है विनोद भाई. 35 साल से खाली commercial ही बेचा है.
Super. Yes, Amit. retail business, in last 35 years, I have not met many brokers who are doing exclusively retail business, because retail is not easy business to do. It's a very, very complicated business. So, how would you define retail industry from broker's perspective? अगर कोई broker को retail को कैसे आप देखेंगे industry को?
See, basically, retail got two categories. One is high street retail and one is in the mall.
Yes.
Okay, now in mall, the locations of the categories are already defined by the mall management. I'm just giving you little idea.
Yeah.
But on high streets, it's not that way. It doesn't work out like that. And yes, it is very critical, basically, to understand the location. It's not like, anybody can do it. I mean to say that. I feel those days are different, and somebody wants to be a only retail broker. He should keep something like, at his backup, like, I mean, he should work, he should have a residential division or something like that, because the kind of study you have to do for retail location for particular brands, because there are more than 500 brands in India currently.
Correct.
And there are many categories, different categories. Your location is important, your visibility is important, your footfall is important, and in fact, how many watt of power is required for every
Correct.
outlet. That is different. Parkings are required. For restaurant licenses are there are so many things. I'm telling you very honestly, it's not easy. So whoever is interested in doing retail, I always understand, study, just keep he should keep watching, and he should roam around on the streets. Actually, I used to roam around 20 years back with a 5 kg laptop on Bangalore street on the brigade, to understand the Bangalore market.
Yes.
So it's not easy, but it's beautiful business.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you, Amit. अशोक भाई, हम देख रहे हैं कि पिछले जैसे स्टैटिस्टिक दिया रितेश ने कि market has really improved. 21 was very good. 22 is also doing good. So which are the basic reason post COVID? Nobody thought कि इतना fast move करेगा turnaround. So how would you define कि which are the basic top 3 reasons because of which this market has really turned around?
So I'll tell you, Vinod, that RERA has played a major role, okay, in bringing about discipline in the industry. Okay, there is a transparency, there is a complete, trust factor. The entire optics and perspective of realtors has changed dynamically. I mean, there's been a paradigm shift as far as optics is concerned. There's been a separation of men and boys. People know that where the men lie, where the boys are, and what is to be done as far as So the 3 reasons, if you tell me, then it is definitely the ethics. It's all about execution. Okay, if a developer, believes in the mantra of execution, okay, then I think it's all sorted. Apart from that, financial institutions also have played a major role. Okay, we've seen one of the lowest rates of home loans.
Yes.
It may have now increased by a few basis points, but we've seen the lowest in the history of home loans. Government policies have been really good. So we've seen stamp duty reduction for less than half for 7 long months together. Okay, which revived the market. If we get the government support with a new government coming in now, let me share with you that Mr. Shinde is going to swear in as the chief minister now. That's the news that we got now. Okay, Mr. Fadnavis has declared that Mr. Shinde will be the new CM. Okay, I mean, he knows best. They know best what they're doing. But having said that, so we are seeing a very progressive government. Okay, in front of us. We expect the policies also to change. We would like one window clearance and so many other things, which will now, really affect the real estate industry, and especially in Mumbai and Maharashtra. Yeah.
Great. So I think government's initiative during the post-COVID with 2% stamp duty for 7 months, then another 3 months 3%, and then special discount of 50% in I think premium
Premiums.
till last December. That has really helped a lot of projects to kickstart, and that's how we are seeing around us everywhere. Somebody is going, he's seeing Patra and work is in a full swing. So there are almost 15 crore square feet, in place right now, and out of which Western suburb is around 6 crore square feet. So, Ritesh, according to you, how much ready inventory now available in the market, especially in South Mumbai, number one, and if it is available still, what is the reason why it is not selling? There must be some reason, because otherwise most of the ready inventory is gone. And secondly, people had that apprehension about the under construction project, but though because of RERA, people have more confidence. If somebody has got full approval, customer is getting that confidence from RERA. But what kind of product? What kind of product is selling in under construction also?
To answer your first question, the availability of the inventory is very, very limited as far as the ready inventory is concerned. Reason being is, if you really notice, most of the projects which got sold post-COVID were projects which were launched in 12, 13, 14. They were all been selling all this while, and then there was a standstill between 16, 17, 18, and then the euphoric 19, 20, 21, 22, which we had. So that really has a severe mismatch of expectations to availability on inventories. Jinko lena tha le liya. That's the way I would put it. जो रह गए वो रह गए. They're still in the market, still looking. That's what the situation is. So very, very limited. Good, great quality products have sold. It's not just about good, great quality. Even the B and the C got sold in this era. And so eventually everybody sold, and there's less of inventory right now in that space. As far as you asking me about what is now selling in under construction, I think number one, what Ashok Bhai said, the difference between the men and the boys.
Yes.
That's the clear understanding and the difference why RERA brings in whatever. But at the end, jo dikhta hai, wo bikhta hai. So eventually, if I have the visibility of my possession, I have a visibility where I have a confidence that there is a brand which will deliver the product in the manner which has been committed to us. I think that is what has been selling. So definitely a clear differentiation between the man and the boy, and that is what is selling. That's what I would say. Again, yes, 2 to 5 crores is always a sweet ticket in South Bombay today. 2 to 5, even in your pockets like Worli, Lower Parel, if you really look at it on a per square footage basis, I'm sure Ashok Bhai and Manoj Bhai, they will also agree. At times, the South Bombay, Lower Parel, Worli is cheaper than Bandra Khar, Santa Cruz.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's what was the trend. So definitely the ticket values, the price points are another big game changer in terms of sale, which is happening right now. So
Yes.
to summarize, I would say जो दिखता है वो बिकता है, वो बिक रहा है.
Super. मनोज भाई, अब जिस तरीके का माहौल हुआ है, बिकॉज कोविड में स्पेशली कमर्शियल स्पेस को बहुत इम्पैक्ट हुआ था, वर्क फ्रॉम होम स्टार्ट हुआ, बहुत सारे बड़ी कंपनी ने ऑफिस खाली कर दिए, एंड देन वी वर नॉट श्योर कि व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हैपन. कि वर्क फ्रॉम होम, स्पेशली इन आईटी सेगमेंट, वर्क फ्रॉम होम इज स्टिल वर्किंग इन सर्टेन पार्ट. सो अब जब धीरे धीरे वापस मार्केट खुल रहा है, तो व्हाट इज योर व्यू ऑफ कमर्शियल स्पेस में इंडिविजुअल इन्वेस्टर और इंस्टीट्यूशनल investor? I have seen a lot of big brands like Brookfield, Blackstone. They are buying the best of the best property. I think they are the owner of best of the best property of India. So what kind of inflow is coming in future? What is your expectation?
So during lockdown, I'm giving an example of a building called Wall Street in Andheri East. There were 93 offices vacated, including mine, in the month of March. After that, in last 6 months, now there's a huge demand. There's a shortage of offices over there. Andheri Kula Road, I've seen a huge shortfall in office space. There's a 360-degree change in demand in office space between individuals. A lot of investors who want to have a pre-lease properties, but there is no proper stock available in the market. Secondly, today, outright offices are very shortage in supply, right from Borivali to South Bombay. The office quality, what we are looking for, so that is not available. Regarding institutional, now I can see the main two things. The corporate clients who are interested to buy, they are into venture capital, into startups. Second, being corporate, investing money in warehousing and logistic facilities. And you can see a startup which has invested in office spaces, Byju's.
Yes.
Indian startups are to lease about 29 lakh square feet office space in 2022-2024. PhonePe is planning to double its employee size and lease a larger office space. And investment in local startup has increased to rupees 3,000 crore in 2021. There are 40 unicorn startup companies last year. Due to Make in India and a lot of digital technology use, the two main industries which we might see is one is about startups coming up out of its logistics and financial technologies. So there's a huge demand in office space. People are investing money in startups like internationally abroad. So a lot of startup companies, they have got get-togethers on weekends, and they are venture capitalists, small investors, medium investors, large investors. Like I still remember, I had gone a couple of years back to US Northeastern, where my son was studying there. I had gone to his college. So they had one particular get-together among the students. They were selling their ideas to the venture capitalists.
Yes.
So this type of investor, they are ready to invest with the new ideas and new companies and new startups and all. So that is going to be the next in real estate in commercial.
Excellent. So there are great opportunity in commercial office segment in real estate. Amit,
Yes.
when we talk about retail, ब्रोकर्स को ये समझ में नहीं आता है कि कभी-कभी ऐसा लगता है कि अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन प्रोजेक्ट में 6-8 महीने के बाद अचानक किसी का बोर्ड लगता है, पिज्जा हट इज कमिंग, बर्गर किंग इज कमिंग. तो ये जो ट्रांजैक्शन है वो कौन से स्टेज पे होते हैं? रेडी होने के बाद होते हैं, जैसे बैंक्स है, so there are different segment. So what kind of talent, if I want to be a retail broker, तो मेरे अंदर क्या टैलेंट होना चाहिए? मतलब एक एज ए प्रोफेशनल व्हाट आई मस्ट लर्न if I want to join the retail industry, and secondly, what kind of brokerage terms are there in retail industry? Especially I am talking about leasing, because outright shop तो सब broker बेच के आते हैं, तो आप मॉल में तो कोई outright बेचता नहीं, मॉल में फिर वो कैन चार्जेस क्या होता है, so can you just share some more detail about that?
Yeah. See, first of all, the broker should understand he's trying to deal with the most expensive product in real estate. Because for owner or developer also, like if he is building 1 lakh square feet, then retail is hardly 5,000 square feet.
True.
And whoever brand wants to lease it out, his whole business, his chain, everything is dependent on that outlet. There are many hundred of employees, they are surviving on that particular business. So it should not be like, it's not a standard procedure. I will just tell you, if I have a client brand, I maximum show them 2 to 3 places, and my conversion ratio is more than 35-40%.
Wow.
Okay, I don't show them 20-30 odd places and then waste their time also, because generally these people, they always come with a specific time limit. Businesses, they are very busy people. The same way, if owner wants to or developer wants to rent out his property, it's a very expensive property. You can't keep it ideal for longer time frame.
Sure.
So immediately you need to analyze what kind of brand can come in there. You have to make a list of the brands in that particular pocket. Then you need to understand what category will run here, or he has to understand basically the infrastructure of whole area. Like if it is a jewelry market, then a jewelry brand can come, but it's not that easy. Sometimes what kind of is the issue. So I feel broker has to analyze the potential of the area, then exact brand requirements, then it should be a win-win situation, because he should not tell brand that I can give you in this rate and tell owner that I can give you higher rates.
Correct.
If brand cannot afford the rental, he will not do business.
True.
I'm telling you very honestly, it's very difficult to figure out the rent of that particular premises.
True.
Like sometimes we have done the deal on Linking Road when the Linking Road rate was 800 rupees per square feet, but owner was willing to give it for 550, 600 also, because he wanted a commitment
Right. Yes.
for longer period. So this is very important, basically, to understand and study.
Great. Ashok, recently I came to your Chembur projects launching in Puja, and I saw you inaugurated that timer outside.
Yeah.
So how do you see, because now technology is playing a huge role in our industry. We never thought that technology can really make a difference in our industry. Somebody sitting outside anywhere in the world can actually, want to see the progress of your site, you can set up some camera and show them what is happening every day in, day out. So how do you see technology transforming real estate industry as a developer, and what kind of technology your companies have adopted?
Okay, so first we'll talk about the digital countdown clock. Okay,
Yes.
it's I mean, maybe basic technology. Okay, but what I want the viewers here to understand is that we put up this time down clock saying that on this particular date you will get the occupation certificate. Okay, you will be in possession of your apartment. Okay, Ritesh, this gives a comfort to your buyers. Okay, this clock is not put up 10 days before OC. Okay, it's put up when you start the project. I'll tell you, there's a critical journalist called Vishal Bhargav. Okay, so he tweeted when he came to our site. Okay, because he came 6 months earlier and he came now. So he tweeted that Ekta is not tampering with the clock.
Yes.
They are on time. They are on schedule. He's seen it 6 months back the project, and he's seen the progress after 6 months. So this gives a feeling, okay, of comfort, not only comfort to the buyer, but also to your team. Your team knows that we have to work on deadlines. Okay, they know that they have to finish the project. So the RERA date could be 1 or 1.5 years away from the date you want to hand over possession. So nothing to do with RERA. Okay, RERA is in obligation that you're going to commit to as far as the authority is concerned. But what you commit to yourself is more important, because every day we want to look ourselves at the mirror. Okay, we want to see what we have done. So this is something which I urge all the realtors, all the developers. Okay, few of them have already started after we actually, I won't say innovate, but we were the first ones to do it. Okay, in Mumbai. So few of us, like my friends, Nain Shah from Mayfair, he came to my site. He was there for 3 hours at my site, only to see what we are doing, how we are actually. He's an equally experienced and more experienced developer than I am. Very honestly, because he's a third generation developer.
Yes.
But coming to that, he also appreciated that this is what authenticity is about, because you're declaring to the universe that you are there, you are ready, and you are as transparent as, like more transparent than RERA would expect you to be. Coming to technology, okay, if you do not adapt technology, you will have to actually cool your heels. You will have to leave the market, because you have to be, if a person is not friendly with technology, then he's not friendly with real estate. It's as simple as that. So like we, for instance, okay, so we've got BMS system in our projects. We've got all the possible, simple ways of access control. Okay, the lights, etc., the elevators coming to your apartment with access control. These are very, very basic things, okay, of technology. And now we adopted technology even in construction. Okay, how with my one, how you can achieve a 10 or 9 day cycle of every slab, so that the construction becomes more homogeneous. The joints, okay, don't have to be filled up. So there is, homogeneous slabs and as well as in the external columns. You don't require external plaster. So that makes things more simpler. Okay. Now there's a paint company called Jotun, okay,
Yes.
which is 3.5 times more costly than the other,
Thanks.
market, good players in the market. Okay, I'm not saying the other players are not good. Okay, but then if you need to actually get to the next level, then especially where Ritesh is, then you need to adapt technology as well as the quality that that a person is looking for, because home is something which you cannot substitute. There is no substitute for a home. Okay,
Sure.
whatever you say, we build houses. No, I say we don't build houses, we build homes, because we give you everything, the warmth in the house that that you would want to make it a home. Yeah, so this is where we are, and this is what we would like every developer, every realtor to actually emulate and adopt.
Excellent. Ritesh, if I may ask, if somebody is watching this, maybe a consumer or a broker from different city, and they want to invest in Mumbai, South Mumbai. So according to you, which are the top 3 locations you will advise them to put their money into, so that they can appreciate in next 5 years?
So Vinod bhai, if you ask me, in real estate, we keep saying real estate is all about location, location, location. I say real estate is all about GSM. जहां गुजराती, जहां सिंधी, जहां मारवाड़ी, वहां पैसा, वहां बस्ती, वहां सब कुछ. So that is my definition of investment. Where do I invest? I think I would go at a place where these guys are. I get the money the way I want. I get my money in the fashion I want, in the time what I want, and wherever I want. So
Amazing.
that is the way I look at as a market on investment. Definitely, there are many pockets in Bombay. I think Bombay, it all depends upon the quantum of money you want to invest, because Bombay is growing. Whether it is down south, or whether it is KDMC, or whether it is Thane, there are all these pockets which are doing fairly well. And with the connectivity of infrastructure which is going to come in, whether with metros, I think there are a lot more new pockets which we are yet to see,
Sure.
which we never experienced. Nobody ever imagined Mud Island. I still remember, in 2010, we were trying to struggle selling Raheja Reflections.
Yes.
That project. Today, it has become one of the wonders and marvelous project which is shaped up. And there is a sheer demand in the international market for such kind of products. So I think there are a lot of pockets in Bombay, and there are a lot of new areas which are going to come in terms of investment opportunities. So
Excellent, but I love this DSM. I love this DSM concept. Yeah, this is amazing. I think I've never heard about this. This is a secret you have shared today with all of us. And you're absolutely right. If these 3 categories are there, I think then you're done. I think you don't need to see the Vastu also, I think. Perfect. Manoj, when it comes to real estate brokerage, when I joined, there was nothing, broker मतलब उसके शॉप के बाहर और विजिटिंग कार्ड पे 3 चीज लिखी होती थी. फ्लैट, शॉप, इंडस्ट्रियल गाला, दैट्स ऑल. बाय सेल, दैट्स ऑल. बट ऑफिस जो मार्केट जो ऑफिस का है वो जैसे आपने बोला 95 के बाद प्रॉपर डेवलप हुआ, एंड स्पेशली पोस्ट 91, बिकॉज जैसे इकोनॉमी ओपन हुआ तो फॉरेन कंपनी स्टार्टेड कमिंग, बिकॉज फॉरेन कंपनी आ रहे तो उनकी एक डिमांड है, वो हिसाब से डेवलपर को प्रोडक्ट बनानी पड़ती है. अब there are certain companies, especially IT companies जो 50 lakh, 50,000, 1 lakh square feet की ऑफिस स्पेस रेंटल पे लेते हैं, तो उनका एक प्रोसेस होता है when they connect with broker. So पहले तो कोई ब्रोकर कमर्शियल ऑफिस स्पेस करता है तो वो टाइप की कंपनी को अगर उसको कनेक्ट करना है, तो is there any platform where you can go and connect and meet those kind of companies? ऐसा कोई इवेंट ऑर्गेनाइज होता है ईयरली कोई अपनी इंडस्ट्री में कमर्शियल ऑफिस स्पेस के लिए? एंड सेकेंडली, what is the minimum commercial office space broker must have, professionally? Certain चीज उसके अंदर होनी चाहिए, otherwise they cannot do commercial office space brokerage business.
Okay. So now the first question was, is there any platform for any commercial real estate channel partners to associate? There is no such platform up till now.
Okay.
Commercial office, what I feel that sale is an art and science. So whatever you want to sell, either commercial or residential, we should have knowledge of both. Number one. Number two, what I feel that if you are selling a commercial premises or any premises, the moment you enter the building from a watchman, from the gate, from the watchman cabin till the water tank, you should have the water tank on the terrace. One has to have the entire information about the product, A to Z, about the building. Like if it is in furnished premises, the number of workstations, cabins, which you are providing to the customer, what are the, who are the clients who are in the particular building, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, what is the efficiency, the carpet built up efficiency, car parking, whether it is stacked car parking, open, basement car parking, the data of that entire location, what is the strength and the weakness of that particular area. Like I still remember when I was dealing for the first independent building in Andheri Kula Road of 70,000 square feet, which I sold. So I almost for 30 to 45 days, I was just focusing on that particular requirement. So right from railway station to Powai, the entire Andheri Kula Road, I was doing research and development, making a comparison chart. What is the available stock of this same client who's looking for this particular premises? That it was a shipping company. They were shifting from Balad Pier to Andheri East. So what are the strength and weakness of Andheri East? Which are the other shipping companies who are there in Andheri East? What is the main threat? So I made the entire presentation. My presentation was better than an international property consultant. So on that basis, I got that particular transaction. So as a real estate channel partner, one can go deeper and deeper, as much information as you can gather about that particular area, location, mainly as about the client. What we normally do whenever we get any, we get any inquiry, we do KYC of the client, know your customer. We just do the Google search, we do LinkedIn, we go to zoba.com, social media, we take the references, we do all the research and development, and then we go and pitch for the client, and then we go and do the corporate transaction. So corporate transaction, if you're doing in commercial, you are facing competition with the international property consultants. International property consultant, they have got huge database, they have got huge infrastructure, and they are well equipped with all the information. So if you want to do a large commercial transaction, you have to really work very hard. Unless until you have got some arrangement with a company, unofficially, that is different. But nowadays that also is not happening. So this is my experience about commercial. And what was the second question, Vinod bhai?
Second question was, is there any platform where if you want to connect with those companies, just say for example retail industry here, so retail there is a conference every year, IRF or something. Correct. So I met Amit quite a few times during that conference.
Right.
The registration is quite costly, around 25,000 rupees per delegate. But that is a platform where I met Amazon IKEA chairman first time when they were about to launch IKEA in India. So I think, but that's a platform where you go and connect with so many companies who are coming to India, who want their space. All the mall owners are there. So do you have such kind of event, anything happening for a commercial office space where big companies are coming and looking for those kind of opportunities?
So as of now, there is not, there's no such platform which is available. The best thing is to economic times and financial expressions and all there. If any new company who is going to invest money in India, then you can directly approach. But nowadays, international property consultants, they are in each and every part of the world. So they get that mandate from there before they land in Mumbai.
Excellent.
So this is all happening in commercial real estate.
So there is an opportunity, Manoj bhai, for you to host such kind of event where you invite big companies at one platform and invite brokers and developers, to showcase their product. I think this can be a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah. After talking to you, I was just thinking, abhi tak to nahi hai, like how you started broker ki Paathshala. So I will start like this in office space.
Absolutely.
So you give me a new, opportunity in my life. So thank you for sharing. Yeah.
Great. Amit, technology.
Sorry,
Yeah, please.
I've just been. So we have a governing council meeting going on Naredco, and I've been called to speak there.
Yes.
I mean,
So,
pardon me, huh? Can you excuse me,
Absolutely.
friends? Okay.
Just
Ritesh,
give me a minute. Ashok bhai, give a 30 seconds to me. I would like to present the certificate, appreciation of certificate.
Surely,
Can you give a certificate for Ashok bhai, please? So I told you that, once we start, it's 5:20. I thought by 5 we'll conclude, but this is how it goes.
It was really enjoyable. I mean, sharing this platform with such friends.
So once again, thank you, Ashok bhai, broker ki Paathshala,
thanks, Vinod.
Initiative by Square Feet Foundation, to express our gratitude to Mr. Ashok Mohanani, Chairman, Ekta World, Mumbai, for his gracious presence and significant contribution in making broker ki Paathshala a great success, especially the Golden Jubilee. And I'm really honored and privileged to have you today on this special episode of Golden Jubilee. I will always cherish this moment. Thank you very much.
The feeling is mutual, and Vinod, I'm always available, 24/7 for you. And for the industry.
Thank you. So nice of you.
Okay.
Please take care.
Okay.
And have a wonderful time.
Okay. Bye, Manoj. Bye, Ritesh. Bye.
Yeah. Bye. See you. Thank you, sir.
Bye, Amit. See you.
Bye.
So coming back to Amit, we were talking about technology and RERA. So अभी तक RERA primary market में है, retail में you are doing more leasing, so RERA is not affected there. So. But what kind of challenges you see in your market, and especially how technology has helped your business? Because आपने पहले बोला कि you have traveled across the country. Because आपके पास कोई brand आके बोलता था मुझे बैंगलोर में जगह चाहिए, अहमदाबाद जगह चाहिए, तो you will go and walk the street and identify the place, meet some owner, meet some broker, and then you will have to, again, that company also will have to send a team to visit the place, correct? So now, does technology help you कि आप जाके वहाँ के जो ऑनर है उनसे वीडियो मंगा लेते हैं, आपको भी विजिट करने की जरूरत नहीं, कंपनी ऑल्सो कैन सी वहाँ पे हाफ किलोमीटर में कौन से ब्रांड है, यू कैन शो द रोड, यू कैन शो द वेट, यू कैन शो द हाइट एंड एंटायर प्रॉपर्टी in video. So tell us what kind of plus and minus has happened due to technology in your business.
See, honestly, once upon a time I used to do that, scouting on the road to understand the market. That was my way of working.
Sure.
But now we don't need to do that, honestly, because I'm working only in retail segment, and almost in main metropolitan cities, you can say Hyderabad or Calcutta, I know 60-70% of owners, those who are having premises. And in fact, just a couple of months back, I signed up one outlet at Calcutta also, 22 Kamak Street. And I was sitting here in Mumbai. In last month, I have signed one outlet in Hyderabad, but I was in Mumbai because I knew that area very well. What I did was I requested owner to send appropriate photographs and plans and said video because there was no point in spending time or all the way going there. That's not practically possible.
Absolutely.
If I don't have premises with me, then I take the help of local broker.
Sure.
And I coordinate with the brokers, very selected in cities, in every city, I might be having only 1 or 2 brokers maximum. With them, I'm working from last 20-25 years.
Super.
So that is how I handle it.
Great. Friends, we are having a wonderful conversation with three giants of real estate brokerage business in Mumbai. If you have any question to ask to any specific panelists, please put it in the chat box. Once I conclude, we will take those questions also. Another question I want to ask to all three of you. First, to Manoj bhai. So, the world is changing very fast around us. So the industry is changing. And so the consumer, because today's consumer is a young consumer. So what kind of innovation, because in today's market, you will sustain if you are innovative. बाकी सबके पास टेक्नोलॉजी है, सबके पास knowledge है, सबके पास everything is there. So what kind of innovation you can foresee in commercial space in next 5 years? Because we have seen hybrid model, work from home, then there is co-working space. A lot of company came in co-working. Then there was a startup kind of things are coming. There are hostel coming in. There are service apartment coming in. So what kind of innovation you can foresee in commercial space in next 5 years in Mumbai especially?
So what I feel that one has to be updated and upgraded with all the knowledge, whatever is happening around you. जैसा कि पहले जमाने में क्या होता था विनोद भाई कि लोग क्या बोलते थे कि there is one street and they used to deal in that area only. So now those days have gone. If you want to scale up your business and if you want to grow your business to the next level, you have to upgrade and update the knowledge, whatever is happening and whatever is newly coming. You have to invite those things. So all the time you have to be in touch with technology that you rightly said just now. Develop your skills. Learn new ways how to improve your business in commercial office space, like reading newspaper articles. One thing what I follow in my office, like I get all international real estate property news bulletin.
Okay.
So there in those news bulletin they make once in 3 months. Okay, and if you got good relationship with them, then they will send you their copies. So if you can get those copies, which they send to their customers and clients, irrespective whether they do business or not business, they keep on sharing with them the news bulletins, which we get in our office. So from there, we come to know what is the next move, what is going to happen 3 months, 6 months from now. And with that knowledge, we take all our proper actions and we make all arrangements accordingly. In that basis also, what I suggest to you, our audience who are just watching this particular show, there are so many newspaper articles regarding real estate, which keep on coming in the news and media and social media and all. What normally, earlier what I used to do, Vinod bhai, I just used to read, delete or forward. 2-3 group में डाल दिया, हो गया. Don't do that. Send it to all your customer, your mailing list.
Very good.
In that way, you can be in touch with your corporate clients, individual clients, past clients, your relatives, your neighbors, your phone contacts, everybody, so that they will come to know that you are in touch with real estate. You are not a traditional broker who sells only 1 or 2 apartments or 1 or 2 offices, because nowadays, by young generations have come.
Yes.
Father used to deal with me, but the son does not deal with me because of technology. So if I get connected with the children also, with technology, with all the information which I get from international property consultants or which I get from the newspaper, medias and all, in that way we can scale up our business.
Excellent. Yes, Ritesh, how do you see what kind of innovation? Because we have seen in the lockdown, work from home, then a lot of weekend homes started, a lot of plotted development. Lodha is done in Napoli now, Lodha is doing in Karjat, Kalpatru is also coming with plotted development. Godrej has sold a lot of plots in Pune. So, what kind of innovation you can foresee in the residential in next 5 years?
So, Vinita, what I see is, we're going to have a very strenuous use of metaverse. We're going to have a very strenuous use of AI and ARs.
Yes.
So it's going to be virtual presentations, live being there. I don't know if you've really studied, if you really look at metaverse, the way they are talking of, creating the whole real estate in a virtual world.
Sure.
And creating a gaming. So you buy something which is not physically existing. It's existing in the virtual space. Okay. You creating, it's like the way the cryptos are, right? The way the NFTs are. So this is what is happening, and there are companies which are already there existing. So there is a company called Decentral Land, which is about a $5.6 billion company.
Oh.
There is another company called Sandbox, which is about a $4.6 billion company. So, and these are selling virtual properties to you. And then it is up to you how you want to use that property. So you create your bungalows, you create your lands, and you create various kind of things, right? So I think that the whole, to start with us, I think the whole presentation, the outreach of giving you sitting in your home. If I have to take you to Dapoli and show you what is Dapoli, or I have to take you to Matheran and show you what is Matheran, and make you physically be there, is something which is what is going to happen. The more use of AI, we saw, developers innovated using Microsoft Box. They started giving you some 3D presentations, but that just went away. I still remember, some developers used to give us a goggles, wear that, and you feel where you are, and you keep moving on the apartments and all. But I think a lot of innovation in that space. For brokers, I'll tell you, there are softwares, there are products where I can physically go and create a 3D visuals just by using my iPhone.
Correct.
Go take pictures, you draw it, and it just creates the 3D virtual experience for you. So I think that usage is going to come in a lot. So technology, and last, if I would be very happy to see, which I'm hearing from a lot of people, if we ever get dematerialized of the residential real estate, that will be the best thing which can ever come, that you are transacting through a demat account, the properties. I think that's the last thing which I would want to see that comes in next 5 years. Because the new generation is all tech. They want everything on the spur of the moment.
Yes. Great. Superb. I think that can only come from a technology guy. Amit, there are a lot of changes have happened in retail industry also in last so many years. For example, banks earlier used to have a big space. They are now also squeezing the space. So, what kind of innovation you will find in the next 5 years in retail industry, and what is the future of mall? Because आजकल online shopping हो रहा है, so how do you see that also?
See, online shopping used to be a challenge once upon a time, but after Corona, post-Corona, now people have realized that physically going there in the shop, touching, feeling, trying, it makes a lot of difference. I feel these cities are growing vertically. So in future, retail segment will also grow vertically. Like primary retail can be on ground floors, like grocery as well as these apparels, and secondary retail like spa, salon, gym, or jewelry brands, designers, fashion designers can be on first floor, and second floor will be luxury retail. This model will come, like already it is there in Bangalore and Hyderabad. This model is already developed, but now in Mumbai also retail will grow vertically, and malls are not going to grow now further, because malls are enough right now currently for Mumbai or Pune or any other cities, like currently as it will be as it is.
Great. I think there is another thing which in today's world, when the world is squeezing and technology is coming for real estate broker, because we all are real estate broker, realtor. So how does networking help us in growing our business? We don't want to expand in terms of salary and network, but being a single broker, there are many brokers I have seen in India who doesn't want to spread in terms of their strength, but they want to connect with right people so that sitting in one corner, because of their networking speciality and the opportunity, they can do business in multiple city and multiple locations. So we all of us, 4 of us, are a part of organization called Track, the Real Estate King. Manoj bhai, can you share something about Track and how does it help you to grow your business and networking opportunity through Track?
So Track is a very professional association, and We have got channel partners who are the members right from South Mumbai, North Mumbai, Central Mumbai, Eastern Mumbai, Western Mumbai. The members who are there, they are purely by invitation. There are 3 rounds of interviews, and the profile of the channel partner who becomes a member is also very important. References are taken. For me, track, if I want any real estate in a city of Mumbai, in one WhatsApp message, I get all the information. The advantages of being a member in an association, track, or any other association is that there is one relatedness among there's a strong bonding among the members. They come under one umbrella. We have got a lot of social gathering. We have got a lot of knowledge sharing among the members. We got picnics. We got Diwali parties, New Year parties. We got birthday celebrations, anniversaries. All these things, they make all the members come closer and closer. Suppose I'm telling you, Vinod bhai, if I'm meeting you every day on WhatsApp, and if I am under one umbrella, okay, of an association, तो कोई भी किसी के साथ में गलत करने का सोचेगा नहीं, because they know that if they do anything wrong, so there is a governing body who's watching all of them here. Number one. Number two, you are having 80 branch offices all over Mumbai.
Excellent.
आपको जो requirement जिधर चाहिए, जो corner में चाहिए, सब information आपको दिल खोल के दे देते.
Super.
This is one very big advantage of being a member in any associations.
True.
So there is a saying, your networking is your net worth.
Excellent. Yes, Ritesh, your experience, your experience with track.
So, I have been part of track. I have been part of Smart. Prior to being before real estate, in fact, I used to be heading a not-for-profit, an organization called TIE, which is purely about networking. So I have learned my networking from those days. The importance of meeting and connecting with people, and getting information and exchange of information. Like I said, when I started real estate, I did not have a single place to go except which I could think of Fiki and CII. That were the only platforms where I could network or meet people like you who were in the industry for last few years. So I think if there are, like Trek, if we look at our member strength, you look at the amount of experience which I have. You're talking of somebody who's a 30-year-old gentleman who's entered business, who is just a 3-year or a 5-year-old person in a business with somebody who is at least a 50-year gentleman with a 40-year of experience, So it's a variety of platform where I get to see the young, the old, and the evergreens. So I put it that way. Like Track gave me a simple example. I have met Manoj bhai, I have interacted one-on-one with him. I have interacted with his son one-on-one with him. A gentleman, his son who studied abroad, who's come here. And he's come and started doing work. Now that is what Track could give me a platform, because that's where we connected and that's how we exchange notes. So I think it's very important to be a part of these organizations. My humble request to all the fellow members would be that it's not just about being a member, it's also about being participation. It's also about being active with it. आप member बन गए उससे कुछ नहीं होना. आप आओ, बात करो, जानोगे. Today I know that if I have to do retail, okay, I know Amit is here. I will pick up a call with Amit and I'll say, Amit boss, ये है, ये करना है, कैसे करें? He will guide me. He will tell me, "Nee, Ritesh, this is the right way to do it." That's the beauty of being in a network. So I think there's a fair. I think it's a beautiful organization to be. Trek as an organization, one of the most professional associations which I have seen, and what I really like is people value each other's experience, each other's time. It's not about coming in. हमेशा पार्टी मस्ती नहीं है. जहाँ बिजनेस है वहाँ बिजनेस है, जहाँ पार्टी है वहाँ पार्टी. So you work hard, you party hard.
Yeah, it's focused, and that's why the entire real estate developer body respect Trek from a different perspective. Amit, you've been the darling of entire Trek family. The most amazing fellowship guy, Dapoli guy. So tell us about the importance of networking in moving ahead. If you want to really expand your business, without inculcating more manpower in your office or expanding business, just being a good networker with the right platform, you can grow in a business. What is your experience?
Uh, the question is about my experience with the trek.
Yes,
or like-
both and networking, any other organization also.
Yeah, first of all, I will say trek is for me, it's more of a love, and it's a brotherhood. It's like we are all like a Robin Hood gang,
Wow.
or yeah, and we are. It's like doing business all together. It's a togetherness. It's
Yeah.
more. I feel it's not a commercial connection. It's more of a emotional bonding and connection with all of you. You always remember how we meet, right?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
The way we hold our hands so tight.
Yes.
So I just love this, and Trek has given us opportunity to work on international level also, and they are very strict with the rules and regulations. I really love that they respect people. Everybody respects everybody, and I really see a huge opportunity through this platform. And another upcoming platform I can suggest, you can come out with the broker ki Paathshala directory, because you have already selected the best brokers across India, and we can work out something. Yeah.
Great, excellent. I think excellent suggestion. Broker Ki Paathshala platform is growing day by day. We have right now some 800 odd members who are part of this group, and which is growing across the country. Very fact that we four are here, it is just because of Trek. Had I not been a part of Trek, I think I would have known. I knew Manoj since long. But the way we got, as you said correctly, जो cohesiveness है, एक sense of belonging है, which has come through Trek. So, friends, you must, as a broker, you must be part of more and more networking organization, which not only give you a lot of learning, but that relationship, your personality development, you take some responsibility and contribute for the community from where we have got what we have got. Wonderful friends, it was an amazing opportunity for me today to have all of you on this very, very special, auspicious moment of Golden Jubilee episode of Broker Ki Paathshala. Sir, can we have once again the slide of ABC Brokers? Friends, allow me to again share information about the first batch of ABC of brokerage business, which we are physically starting. We have launched this first course of ABC of real estate broking business.
Wow.
This is especially for beginner. Please understand. If you are hiring a fresher in your office, what happens is, even if they are coming from different industry, they have experience of marketing and sales, but they know zero about real estate industry. So you and me will have to train them. So whenever we get time, we sit with them, we explain them कि भाई ये प्रॉपर्टी आप देख के आओ, ये क्लाइंट को फॉलो अप करो, ये साइट के ऊपर देख के आओ, साइट पे जाके, I have seen Amit brokers going to channel partner meeting or visiting the site. Manoj bhai, they ask only two things: what is the price and when will you give the brokerage? So that is not brokerage business. The transaction is one thing, but if you really want to be a entrepreneur, if you really want to learn how to be a successful broker, there is a lot of things one must know, as our panelists today share about commercial and retail and residential. So what we are giving here is every week we are doing 2 sessions of 3 hours, total program, total course is of 30 hours. So 9 to 12 every Wednesday and Thursday. In 4 weeks we are completing this 24 hours. And 6 hour we are doing a site visits. It's a product tour. We'll take those students to residential side, commercial side, and retail side. So we will explain that what is residential, what is commercial, what is retail. So that, after doing this course, though they are fresher in real estate, when they sit in the office or speak with any client, they know the terminology of real estate. if client asks any question, if developer asks any question, they will have a know-how of real estate brokerage business, and that will help all of us, to push them to do business in our industry. So if you know anybody who is in Western suburb, because I started my career from Daisar, I've set up a training institute in my own office, and all these activities are happening under the Square Feet Foundation Trust. This is not my business. This I want to give back to the our community. So whatever year I have now, I would love to spend more time to giving back to our community which I have got. I have never thought in my life that I'll be so much successful in my life. So everything I got from real estate brokerage business in my life. So it is I think that's my moral duty to pay back to our industry. So friends, we already have 15 registration. Still there are 10 seats available. Please share this word with your friends and colleagues. Whoever want to make a career in real estate brokerage business, there is no official training institute in India where you can just go and get trained and get the job. And the best part is, Manoj bhai, I have got requests from many brokers that whenever you complete the session, send the biodata of those students. We would like to hire them because we are not getting a skilled manpower, correct? So it's going to help people to get job also. Those who are SSC, HSC or a graduate, they are not getting job. They have to become an MBA. So I would say don't go and spend your 2 years in MBA and spend 4-5 lakh rupees. If you come to us within 2 years without spending so much money, we will see that you start earning 50,000 after 2 years.
Super, excellent.
That's the vision for Square Feet Foundation. And on behalf of all the brokers, I have seen a lot of people, sharing messages. Shyam Vyas was there, Pradnya was there. There were Mr. Amol Simpi, the Dean of RICS, who was one of the speakers in our session. He was also there during the session. I saw him. So thank you all once again for being part of this wonderful journey. This is not going to end here.
Manoj bhai, sorry to interrupt you. I think Shyam bhai had put one question to everybody, saying that RERA has made an excellent transformation in our sector. What next change is expected by you to benefit the sector? So I think you would be the right gentleman to answer this at least.
Shyam bhai, I think we are still beginner for RERA. RERA is the most important weapon for channelizing our industry. RERA is also struggling because we have heard that RERA got some institute and our renewal will happen after training and taking the exam on 1st May. But we are in July and now we all started chasing who is going to train and how the things are going to happen. But still it is unclear. And we started paying money and we started getting the certificate also. So they also, it's ENO, though it is 5 years, they have a limited staff and there are a lot of challenges for them also. But we as an industry, we will have to all come together, interact regularly with the RERA, with developer body and find a good solution where our end result and end focus should be that our consumer should get worth of their money, and of their life. I think our main focus should be our customer. It is not our brokerage. Our brokerage will come automatically if we really are taking care of our customer. So all of us, whatever change we bring in our industry, our focus should be customer. If we really take care of customer, developer will flourish, we all will flourish. So on behalf of all the brokers of India, on behalf of my team, Broker Ki Paathshala, we would like to thank our speakers and present the certificate. Sir, can we have certificate, please? Yes, my dear friend Amit Sakre, this certificate of appreciation to express our gratitude to Mr. Amit Sakre, Director of Global Estate Mumbai, for his gracious presence and significant contribution in making Broker Ki Paathshala a great success today on 30th June 2022. And it's a very special moment, Amit, being part of this Golden Jubilee episode. Please accept this.
I'm really honored.
Thank you. Next. A dear friend Manoj, Nihalani, the great commercial guy, certificate of appreciation to express our gratitude to Mr. Manoj Nihalani, founder and CEO of Pacific Estates Mumbai, for his gracious presence and significant contribution in making Broker Ki Paathshala a great success. 30th June 2022. Manoj Bhaiya, thank you very much, boss. You were
Thank
too
you,
good
Vinod
today.
bhai. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And finally, a very young and dynamic someone, Ritesh, when I entered real estate, I came in real estate by accident because तभी real estate broker वो बनता था जिसके पास कुछ भी काम नहीं था, किधर भी जॉब नहीं मिलता था, वो बंदा real estate में आता था. And you chose, being so much of amazing academic career, you chose real estate, and you are going to encourage the next generation to join this industry. And that is what I want to make awareness about this industry. And you are the people who can be a brand ambassador of our industry to tell and talk to next generation that, boss, don't choose any other career. Real estate brokerage is the best career. Even if you are MBA or masters in certain industry in finance, I think real estate is the industry. So thank you, Ritesh, on behalf of Broker Ki Paathshala. Please accept the certificate of appreciation to express our gratitude to Mr. Ritesh Juthani, founder, Tera Property LLP Mumbai, for his gracious presence and significant contribution in making Broker Ki Paathshala a great success.
Thank you, Vinod bhai. It's a great honor to be here.
So thank you, friends, all the participants, all the viewers. It has been a wonderful journey for me to reach to this. It is a pause. We are going to come out with one more season. And please don't forget to share your views, your idea, your suggestion that what should you expect in next season, because we bring change and which should be relevant to our industry. And I'll be more than happy to connect with you on one-on-one to understand what should be the change. So once again, thank you all for being part of it. Last word from all of you to conclude this Golden Jubilee episode. Yes, Manoj, last word from you.
Sir, my experience was fantastic. It was on the top of the world. And whenever, if anybody asks my introduction, I feel my energy level goes up.
Wow.
Whenever anybody asks about my startup, from where I started my journey, my energy level goes up. And when I'm with you, I don't feel like I'm in the panel discussion. As you rightly said that we are, we'll be discussing as if we are talking, we are having a cup of coffee in Starbucks.
Yes.
So you really make that feel of Starbucks.
Excellent.
And thank you for so much, Vinod bhai, for giving me this opportunity. I enjoy each and every second, and I'm looking forward to be associated with you for more and more such programs. Wherever you need me, I'm always available for you. Thank you so much.
So nice of
Thank
you.
you.
So nice of you.
Thank you.
Yes, Ritesh.
Vinod bhai, thanks a lot. It has been a great honor and a pleasure. I have all these years I have seen you on the other side of the presentations and on the stage giving presentations. It's my honor and a pleasure. You scaled me up to sit with you on an interaction in front of a forum. So that really makes me feel great. Yes, I like you said, hiring people. When we started company, the biggest challenge which we faced when we were trying to recruit people, they didn't want to come into brokerage business, which is still a challenge. It's a mindset, broker versus a developer. That's a day-to-day routine problem in our human resource. We would love to associate in whatever possible manners to shape up this broker ki Paathshala and the future of this next generation. Yes, thank you. Thanks again. And pleasure. It has been pleasure to sit with Manoj bhai, Amit, Ashok bhai. Thanks a lot. Pleasure interacting with everybody. Thank you.
Super. I told you that I will invite you on Broker Ki Paathshala in Bangalore because I always look for good people to come and share their knowledge, which can be beneficial to our industry. Yes, Amit Sakre, Napoli guy.
First of all, running a live online platform, and it's the 58th. It's not a joke. Okay, I really salute your consistency, and you are a very innovative person, and you know exactly what you want to do. That is the most important thing, and you are doing it very successfully. And I'm wishing you all the best for your new venture of educating people for real estate. That's again one more dynamic, a side. All the best, my friend. All the
Thank you very much. Three of you will be my faculties during the course of time because right now we are starting a basic, then there will be advanced course and there will be entrepreneurship. So, Broker Ki Paathshala will always look forward to your support during the course of time. So, friends, that's it. We had a great time on this Golden Jubilee episode. Once again, I would like to thank each one of you, all the viewers, all the speakers, NR India, Area, Track, all the City Association of India, my team of Broker Ki Paathshala led by Sunny, Ruksar, Gauri, Nora, Shreya, and let me put the name, Rishika. They are the people who did it. I was just a front face. So thank you very much and look forward to season 6 very soon with some new innovative idea. Till then, please take care of you, yourself, your family, your business. Still, Corona is there. Please don't relax and behave like there's nothing going to happen now. So there are cases coming in. So please be careful. And I love you all, man. Thank you very much for being there. And please join us in season 6 when we launch it. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Thank you,
Okay.
Vinod bhai. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you.